Hi, Asma. Thank you so much for coming to the Founder Talk. How's it going?
All good, all good. Thank you for having me.
Thanks to you for coming and sharing your great startup and idea with us. So, before talking about business, let's give an introduction to who you are.
Okay, sure. So my name is Asma Karoobi, and I am Iranian. I am working in tech industry since almost 15 years ago, when I was still in a student in a university getting my software degree. And I just started firstly with front-end development, then continue on product design. I was lucky enough to be part of lots of different startups from the earliest stage until the series A and B. And I was kind of experienced the process a company growing and just forming. After years and years of experience, I needed to get out of Iran because of the situations that I faced. And I tried to follow my mission of life instead of working as a human rights activist in creating some platform that kind of helped to grow the peace and let people have access to more sustainable choices, to more good choices for their life. And it's the story point of VGANG when I moved to Portugal and I start this business.
So let's talk about this.
Sure. So the idea of VGANG started by considering about during life every day, we want to buy some stuff, some products we are using it every day, from the cosmetic to the clothes and to the food and everything we are using. And all of us nowadays are knowing about the eco-friendly life, sustainable life. But it's really hard when we want to buy it, consider this stuff, because access to this sort of products is not that easy. There are lots of different stores. There are lots of online marketplaces and online platforms. Then we can go through it. But always it's hard for finding the product we really want. But why is it fine? Because from the other side, for marketplaces, it's really hard to find the people. There are authentic suppliers, authentic creators, people that really care about sustainability, eco-friendly, the quality of the product, the vegan products. If they want to do that, they need to find the suppliers, then try to negotiate with them, and then they get all of the information about the product, put it in their platform manually. And after that, even when they are doing the sales, it's really hard to make sure if they have the product on stock or not. So it was a moment actually when we faced with this issue, I was thinking about the way actually Chinese product grow accessibility around the world. Nowadays, there is no difference between where you are living. You always have a Chinese store somewhere, and you have easy access to those sort of products. And it's coming from the concept of a drop shipping. The way of a business, you have a platform that connects you to the lots of suppliers, and suppliers are coming to that platform, listing their products. From the other side, whoever has an audience, whoever has online marketplaces or anything like that, we're coming to this platform, choose what they want to sell, and they just start working on the marketing. They don't need to do anything about the operation or about the stock management or about the operation handling, because the platform, the drop shipping platform in between, is responsible for all of this. And VGANG is this platform. So VGANG is connecting from one side people that are creating authentic, sustainable, eco-friendly vegan products to people they can sell this product. These people can be other online retailers or they can be influencers. What else we are suggesting? We are also working on AI to make sure we are connecting these two brands, we are connecting brands that are more resonated to each other. It means, for example, if you are creating candles, we are connecting you to the influencers. They really have an audience. They really want these candles. And from the other side, if you are a vegan influencers, we are connecting the brands that are creating just vegan product, not anything else. And with AI, we can do that things. When we want to launch VGANG, we started with the Shopify ecosystem. We started from that part because in that place, we had both suppliers and retailers. So we provide two different applications, one for retailers, one for suppliers, and we start our process from that place. It was almost July last year. And right now, As soon as actually we launched, we received lots of different comments. People are start talking about how they really love this platform and how they are grateful to find the one place that can find the products that the end users, their customers really wanted. And according to all of those comments and nice emails, we decided to continue. Right now, we have more than 720 dropshippers, people they are actively using our platform every day. More than 83 of them paid subscribers, and more than 80 of these numbers are actually annual subscribers. So they will be with us for the next year, which is actually really amazing, because we know we have these customers and we need to provide the services to them. Right now, we have more than 35,000 products listed on VGANG, and this number every day is growing, because we are talking about a huge market. The value of a dropshipping market by itself is $102 billion. And the amount of this for a vegan market and sustainable market is somewhere around $30 million, which is growing every day super fast. What was the goal here? The first step we started was like the platform should be working and being up and running. So the MVP version is now working. Suppliers are getting connected to retailers, and we are handling orders every day. For the next step, we are going for the Facebook and Instagram, and we are getting integrated with these two platforms that right now we are in the middle of this integration. And from the other side, we are already creating a GPT, and we are training that AI engine according to the type of the products we have and type of the suppliers and retailers we have. And we are trying to create some sort of a matchmaking algorithm that suggests and connect these two parties together. We believe by the end of October, we can launch the first MVP version of the combination of a social marketplace and also the AI part. And we are going to the market. In the first phase, we are just going to the retailers we already have and try to push them to connect their Instagram and Facebook shop to start seeing how our application is work. After that, we have a specific number of 250 influencers. We already create their contact, and we want to go through that list and try to get them connected and onboarded to start the process of matchmaking and just connecting these people together. So by the end of the Q2 2004, we believe we can be in a place to say, okay, now we are ready for go to the seed funding. What we are asking for it. Currently, we are asking for 500K. Most of this money we're going for the growing the community and the advertisement and marketing activity. However, of course, we have a technical part to develop as well, but we are trying to keep the team small and agile. So it means their burn rate is still low. Then we have 18 months runaway for going with this money. Today we are talking, we have Food Future Co on board, American accelerator, a scale-up accelerator actually, that trust on us and providing a mentorship and also giving us some part of this money, which will be actually very amazing to go through it. And investing on VGANG, I can say it's more than just investing on another SaaS platform, because by investing on VGANG, we are increasing access to planet-friendly products. And we are helping to having more sustainable ecosystems, more conscious decision making. We are a small team, but we are agile, and me and co-founder, both of them are Iranians, immigrants in Portugal. That's it.
Thank you so much, Asma. What's your plan to scale? I mean, the very beginning, I can't say it's easy, never is easy. But the pre-seed stage, when you work with your friend, you don't need to matter too much cost, right? You don't need to pay, you don't have any payrolls. Everything is pretty fun.
Yes, true.
After, when you start employing people, this is why you ask for the money, everything becomes pretty much more complicated. So what's your plan to handle this process, which I suppose is going to be 2024 seed round? And this 50K is just a bridge to get there. And how do you articulate your scaling up?
Okay. So first of all, I should say that things before I moved to Portugal and start VGANG, I had a software development company for 4 years back in Iran. And I had a team of 30 developers and designers working on different projects, including we developed the Lens.io. it's some platform like Netflix for the Middle Eastern. So we handle more than 2 million concurrent users, and we developed that one for MTN, the telco company. So I had that experience of working with the big tech companies and big tech teams as well. Today we are talking, actually, we have 3 developers as well, and they are receiving the salary, but the process we are going is trying to define some sort of a combination of a salary and option that make them enthusiastic to work on the platforms as well. So I'm familiar with the growing and HR. It will be very hard, and finding the best talent, we get a lots of times and effort. But the process, I really believe on that one, is finding the best persons, spending time as much as possible. And we are kind of every day talking with lots of different peoples. Every day is we are not in a hiring process, but every day we are trying to talk with lots of different people in a marketing, in the advertisement, in a technical side, to at least know some key people whenever we want to grow, go through that once and go and talk to those people, because we believe that can when we need it, we will have it. This team we grow to this team we grow in 2 different sides. It's very important. The first size is part is the marketing and advertisement. So right now, the most of the marketing and advertisement activities will be handled by me and my co-founder, also the customer care as well. So first things we need is getting some people, they are helping us to define more strategic actions in terms of marketing, community manager who can build the real community of influencers and retailers and creators. These people get engaged together and start talking to each other. We did some stuff. We have a LinkedIn, active LinkedIn, we have active Instagram pages, but we need someone to get more dedicated on that terms. The other part of this money, we go for the technical part. So right now we have the developers, they are amazing, they are talented, and they are creating that platform. But if we want to go for the competition, so it means we need to be faster and create the solutions more fast and more reliable. And this money will help us to hire some people around these teams, like a user experience designer who can create a better experience for our platform, like a QC people that can make sure the whole process is working smoothly.
Thank you. In terms of adoption, we talk all about AI. Actually, in EquityMatch, we're going to have 2 sessions of panel discussion on AI, one for startup and one broadly talking for humanity. But we'll be talking about chat GPT, get integrated in your platform and enabling the matchmaking, right? Make sure that retailers and on one side, and who is going to bring the product on the other side, influencers as well, can get matched in the right way. So today, let's focus a bit more on the AI adoption. And after, if we talk about how you onboard your influencer and retailers on one side, and who's going to bring the product on the other side.
Okay, so as I mentioned, we launched the platform in July last year. Yeah, so right now we have like 120, 130 suppliers. These people are creating the products. They are located in US and UK and Canada mostly. From the other side, we have the retailers. More than 720 people nowadays are using VGANG and handling the orders. These people have Instagram accounts. So for the first step, right now, the GPT we have is working between these 2 parties we already onboarded on our platform, the suppliers we have and the retailers. Both of them are Shopify owners, though both of them has stores on Shopify platform. But also they have Instagram pages and Facebook pages. So after we launched the GPT and the AI part, and also the social commerce part, we are pushing our people, current people, they are using our platform to get connected with Facebook and Instagram. Through this way, we have access to the behavior of their audience, and we can analyze that sort of the behaviors is happening in both sides. And according to that one, we can create the first stage of the matchmaking. In the next step, we have actually a very big pool of the influencers categorized by the vegan, sustainable, eco-friendly. People are doing like micro influencers, actually is more concurrency, more exact words. People, they are working in these terms. So we are putting those accounts on our platform as well, trying to GPT learn more about the sort of behaviors and actions and content. And then we are trying to, in a first step, matchmake in terms of influencer marketing between supplier, retailers, and the influencers. In a first step, again, we will contact them, of course, by hand, like manually contacting them, calling them, or emailing them to make sure these people can understand what is going on and what's happening. And if they are interested, they can come and join the platform. However, they will receive a deal from us for advertising a supplier or a retailer on their social media. So we believe with this model, however, we are going step by step, and by converting our suppliers first to the influencer, like connecting their Instagram accounts by our platforms, and then retailers connecting their Instagram accounts with our platform, and then a small amount of the influencers. And again, after a while, we can just grow the community and make a very committed community to each other.
In terms of monetization, can you be a little bit more, can you specify more how are you going to generate money? And also what really matters investors, and now I'm talking on the investor perspective, how do you scale this revenue to something that really can matter?
True. So right now, VGANG is a SaaS platform. So we are receiving subscription money from the supplier, from the retailer side. We are not charging for suppliers, because when we started our business, we were like all the marketplaces around the world. It's about a chicken and egg. So we couldn't ask from both parties to pay us. We decided to go 100% free from the supplier sides and then charge the retailer. So currently, the pre-money we are creating is coming from the retailers. In the next step, alongside of those subscription plan, we are selling to the retailers. We are thinking about this influencer marketing action that is happening, because the most important things about VGANG is a one-step place for whoever want to sell vegan and eco-friendly product, create and sell. So in the next step, we are going for a commission base of the deals on influencer marketing sections, and also the sales the suppliers will get. And through this model, whoever sell or marketing or create a product in this ecosystem, we have a small bit of a share on that.
But why have you chosen going straight to be and not to consumer to consumer? I mean, if I'm coming to your, as many they do, right? They are kind of P2P, consumer to consumer. I'm producing, I'm actually a person, and I want to sell to another person directly. Instead of you choose go through the suppliers, I perfectly understand the influencer side. Do you even mind one day to move also to directly buy and sell on your platform without going through retailers, for example?
The thing is, yes, and the answer is we don't want to be Amazon, because the process is not working like that. The era of online commerce is changing. People are not going to Amazon to buy some things. Nowadays, when you want to buy some like cosmetic products, any sort of a makeup or some things, you have a lot of influencers following on your Instagram. And when they are saying this is a good thing, and if they suggest that, you will buy that things. So it's the way nowadays we are buying through our Instagram shops, through social media, we are seeing and getting affected, or going and searching for the best price. We are not anymore going to one big shop and just buying a product from that place. So because of, by considering that things, we decided instead of just connecting suppliers to end users, going to create an ecosystem of people start talking about this product, but also when they are talking about the product, they have they can create a connection between the source of the product as well. So people will see it and they can buy it. And also from the other side, we have the suppliers. They are not that big to compete with the biggest brand. They are mostly slow fashions or like a handmade products or very ethical local products. So these people cannot going and competing with a huge brand that are going to manufacturing things. These people are small, but the product has high quality. And if we can help these people to sell the products around themselves, by considering we are reducing the food carbon footprint, we are supporting the local businesses. We also are increasing the access to products that are really good for people and for the environment as well. It's the reason we try to go being accelerator and people, they help all of these parties can come along and work together.
In terms of traction, you're already selling, you're already generating revenues. Where is this revenue coming from?
It's coming from the retailer subscription plan. They are buying a subscription plan.
In terms of location, geolocation, the markets that you have more traction are US, Canada, UK.
US, Canada, and UK. So after we launched for the 6 months, first 6 months, we were most popular application in the UK. But nowadays we are most focused on the US and Canada because the conversion rates we have on that places is bigger than UK. So most of our retailers are coming from US and Canada.
Where is the biggest market in terms of vegan today? Europe, US?
I can say from the vegan products, EU and UK has a bigger market, but from the active online retailers, US has the biggest part. Because it seems still the language barriers and the tech barriers is a big things in the EU and the UK. So because of that things, EU dropshippers, EU online retailers and influencers are kind of easily get involved with the SaaS platforms and start trying and checking and working. The others is a bit lower.
Americans are very easy to pass one way to the adoptions comes to mentality is very easy for them.
Exactly.
Switch in a fraction of a second. In Europe, is challenging, and for me, Europe is UK as well. So I can perfectly understand. We are absolutely committed to also invest in founders in EquityMatch. We launched our fundraising for our first accelerator within a month. We hope we can start already. We are confident enough to start already investing in January 2024. And I'm very focused when I talk to founders. As I said at the very beginning, execution. For me, it's everything, right? So if you find the really right one, you can succeed. I'm pretty confident. Now, I'm not telling you how to tell here how to execute because I would be pretty silly to ask something similar. That's your receipt to get there. But my question is, where do you see the day or maybe the time when you can actually move from idea moving to an MVP really coming to something real that already generates 300,000 to 300,000 per month as a recurring revenue? It gives you the status of quite a strong established startup that can do the next step. This is where most of the VC will come in.
That's true.
So are you confident enough you can get there?
Yes, I am. I am super confident because let me tell you why am I confident. When I launched VGANG, the money we had was really small because as I mentioned, we were immigrants. We didn't have any network here outside our country, so we couldn't raise money. We started by working for other companies and paying the bills of our startup. When we launched VGANG, we didn't have enough money for the advertisement. So instead of that things, we start sending emails to people. They have a Shopify store. And very fast, in like 2 months, we had like 200 online retailers start using our platform. Today we are talking, we still don't have that much of a money to putting on advertisements. So our advertising budget is less than 500 euro. And per each 100 euro we are putting on our advertisement things, we at least get like 30 to 50 users installed our applications. So it means we have less than 10 euro most of the time cost of installment, which is very makes sense from our sides. The other thing I'm really confident about it is the time people start using that things. The other times actually I had the pitch with you guys. The guy asked me about when the users will convert, And then I went and checked that things and says, actually, most of people, they convert in the first week. So they are coming to our platform, and in the first week, they convert and buy a yearly subscriptions. So it means from their perspective, it's reliable enough, and it's some things they really needed. And it's the reason they are buying that things. The other things we are seeing here is the way our retailers and also suppliers are introducing us to other people. So word of mouth is really important. And we are seeing they do that things because they feel it makes sense for both parties to have more people onboarded. So by considering all of this stuff, including their comments and everyday talking with at least me personally, everyday talking at least 2 to 5 people of the retailers and suppliers to understand their issues. Alongside of all of those things, I can say there is a huge market there, and this market is very untouched. It's very, because everyone that was thinking about it is a very niche market, vegan, sustainable, eco-friendly. Nobody went for that one. But nowadays, this is growing super fast. And also the community of people, they are working with these products. They want this product. They're really committed as well. They are supporting each other's. So I believe if we can be part of this community, can we help create a community around this concept? Actually, we definitely can make a huge market, and 100K is, it will be like maybe next year we can have that one, because the way we are growing is super fast. We even didn't be ready for this amount of growing, the number of tickets, the number of orders that are happening every day.
Let me cover a bit more the ordering side. Are you managing supply?
Every day, at least, we have between 5 to 10 orders managing by our platform.
In terms of transport, who's going to manage the
buyer? We send the product to the end customers. So when the retailers is receiving the orders, the order automatically will pass to the suppliers, and suppliers will receive the orders, packets, with the pay slips of the package slips of the retailers on top of the package, and send it to the retailers, so that to the end customers. But also automatically the retailer we get updated about the status of shipping and delivery and everything.
Who is the investor you're looking for? Do you have an idea?
Yes, actually, the investor we are looking for it's not just about the money, because I have experience by myself. My co-founder has experience by myself as well. And we put it all we have together to create VGANG and put it onto here, yeah? So right now we need an investor who can help us to go to the next step. So it's more than a money. It's about the way they are helping us in terms of a strategy, in terms of better decisions to drive our platform toward it. The mentorship, I think I can say, is as important as money. So however, all the startups everywhere are saying we are looking for smart money, but I can say we are really looking for smart money, because first of all, we don't have a network here. We love to have an investor who can help us to do more networking. The second things, our experience actually was enough to get our platform onto here. We need someone to help us in terms of a strategy and in terms of the idea of increasing access to the planet-friendly product to go to the next step. And the third one, we believe the investor should believe on our mission as well, because this is some things that will change our planet, and we want to has a role in create a better life for our next generation. So if if the investor believe on that topic as well, then we can create it together.
Let me close with, we always talk about the good, but we never talk about how challenging it can be to get there. So what do you fear the most that can maybe take you down and make this project failing?
Now we are very committed. Every day we are working more than 14, 16 hours, and we can continue maybe another year on that one. And I'm afraid the day we feel like we cannot do it, the day we feel like, okay, at the end, we don't have a network, nobody will listen to us. I'm really afraid of the day we cannot find another person who believes on a mission we are going through it, because however, the results we already have, we believe is amazing. And every day it just encourages us to work more for the next step. But also in the same way, you want to see other people are from the business, people have big names. they are listening to you and feel like, okay, that makes sense. Something good can happen after from this idea. And I think if we don't get that things, I cannot say for how many years we can work without it. But I really afraid of a day we don't receive that and we feel like maybe it's not working.
That's a difficult time for any startup. When you cross the first year, you approach the second, and you must go to the third. And this is where many of them, they finish their time, because you need to move pretty fast.
Exactly.
Moving pretty fast today, network is absolutely the king part.
Exactly.
Especially for startups like yours. But you're doing very well, so I'm confident we get there. Asma, we finish our time. Thank you so much for taking part on the Founder Talk, and I really wish you all the best.
Thank you. Cheers. Thank you so much for having us, and thank you for listening to us.